You are live with Dr. Aaron Chapa, and good morning, good day, whatever time you're tuned in. I am glad you're here. Why? Because the Dr. Chapa Wellness Show is here to teach you how to live better, be better, and stay better, one bite at a time. And guys, let me just tell you something. I love teaching. I love sharing new ideas, teaching tools on people to people how to take advantage of what is always been their job, to take care of their bodies, to take care of their health, and to be intentional with their life. I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and we were talking about why. What is your why? It starts with why, some people say, Simon Sinek, and she had a podcast called What the Why? And I just thought that was a really cool title, because why do we get up every day? Why do we go forth in our day and choose to do things well? I met a patient today who was so sad to me. He says, I just want to live to be 60. I don't care about anything else after that. I don't want to be old. And yet he is still smoking. He's overweight. His body's aching. He's got all kinds of symptom patterns, neurologically speaking, and he's not even 37 years old. Wow. And this is the mindset of people today. And I want people to know on the Dr. Chapa Wellness Show that I'm going to challenge you to live your best, be your best, stay your best all the days of your life. And age, guys, is only a number. The most powerful stories and testimonies I hear are from the centenarian community that say their best years are between 65 and 95. So this guy was selling himself short on what God gave him in the form of breath. And remember, every tissue, every cell, every organ, every gland in your body hears you speak death. It hears you speak life. And whether or not you choose to live your best, be your best, really does come down to what you believe. Some people find identity in their disease, their diagnosis, their symptom. They make excuses for why their body is aging on the accelerated aging curve. Guys, if you have symptom patterns that you weren't genetically born with, I want to challenge that you don't have to live that way any longer. You can step up to the plate and you can swing for the fences and you can give it your all. And you have the power, the tools, the resources, more than ever in the information age, the teachings of many great healers that have even gone before me, that I've stood on the shoulders of, to be in the position that I am, and now to bring to you a message that will change radically how you operate in today's world. You just have to stop long enough and listen. You have to stop long enough and think, why is my body breaking down at 50 or 40 or 37 like that gentleman? I got kids coming in that are 15 and under that are chalked with symptom patterns. So not to go on a rant, but the reality is I need you to know it's your life, it's your health, and it's your choice. Stay in the game. Stay in the fight. It's worth it. And don't sell yourself short when it comes to breath and life and impact and influence and opportunity. Live your best day in and day out. Choose to walk past the donut. Choose to get off the alcohol. Choose to never do drugs. Choose how you think, and where you start your why you live well, be well, stay well will trajectory-wise point you in the right direction. Sure, God may call you home sooner. That's God's business. That is not my business. But I'm not going to live in fear that I'm going to get hit by a truck tomorrow and act like the heathen that is in my flesh today. I'm going to sacrifice. I love Romans 12:1. I beseech thee therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. See, God is not asking extraordinary, crazy things out of you. He's asking you to be reasonable. And so, without further ado, the Dr. Chapa Wellness Show is here every week to teach you how to live your best, be your best, stay your best, day in and day out. I've been doing this almost 21 years, and I've seen thousands and thousands of patients, thousands and thousands of diagnoses. Some I've heard of, some I hadn't heard of, but I got a quick lesson that it all starts with why. Do you want to keep suffering, or do you want to live your best, be your best, day in and day out, and go onward, upward, goodward, and Godward. I hope that's you. And I hope that's why you tuned in for the last 5 minutes to hear me rant about it, because I want you to grasp it. If you know where you're going, if you know what you want, you can get there. With today's tools and technologies, with the companionship and partnership of other strategic alliances like the Dr. Chapa Wellness Show, I am here to serve you and teach you your best next step. Here we go. So without further ado, I know it's a long rant, but we're going to be talking tonight about salt. The dreaded salt. Oh my gosh. Salt causes heart disease, right? Salt is not good for you, right? Well, that's not always true. Sometimes we've been duped. Sometimes we've been lied to. And sometimes we've even been marketed to believe certain things that just simply aren't true. Not all salt is created equal though. And we're going to talk about the myths and the reality truths. But salt in and of itself, when done right, becomes an essential mineral. It becomes a balance of pH and electrical activity and stimulation and brake systems that allow your nervous system and your hormone system and your detox pathways to create and manufacture good health. You see, good health doesn't just drop out of the sky and fall on you. Sorry, genetics, it ain't like that. Everybody can feed the wrong fuel source and the cell source, and disease will make manifest. No one outruns a bad diet. Nothing below your taste buds wants the sugar, the alcohol, the processed food, the 4 deadly food additives, or the 4 most common inflammatory foods. Your body needs salt. Your body needs many types of minerals, but salt is an interesting conversation that needs to be discussed, because many people today are afraid that salt is hurting them. They will not consume high salts because, their ankles are swelling, their back is retaining fluid, or their arms and body feel swollen, and their heart is beating out of their chest. Not the salt's fault. Now, you could be doing the wrong salt, which we will indeed talk about, but if you want good health, you have to make sure your electrical balance is correct. Right now, I look at blood panels, and when I see a 45 to 133 range on a blood test, and I am shocked when I see 138, 135, and I have seen lower, but just those that fall inside the normal ranges on today's blood panels in Western philosophy, it's like I'm allowing you to run around with 4 tires that are not equally aired up on both sides. Well, what does that create? Imbalance. What does that create? Alignment problems. What does that create? Inefficiency in the car's wear and tear. So why would you do that? You wouldn't. You wouldn't spend $1,000 on a pair of tires in order to just run around on them on an inefficient way. So why would you ask your cells, the 38 trillion cells in your body, to run inefficiently? I'm curious. Tell me, somebody in the comments below. Tap, tap, tap. I want to know. Put a comment. Why would you run on less than your best? And that's what America is training you to do. That's what they're duping you to believe. That salt is your foe, that is your enemy. And contraire, mon frere, salt is your friend. If you want good fluid balance, sodium for life. If you want good nerve conductivity, sodium for life. If you want good muscle contraction, sodium for life. If you want good blood volume, sodium for life. If you want good cellular hydration, sodium for life. Too little or too much sodium can both affect your body, but I'll be honest with you, I would err on having more than less. You see, in the olden days, in the Roman days, that they would do torture treatments by robbing a person of salt and watch them over the course of 30, 60, 90 days go crazy. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Well, the old saying that says, I hope that man is worth his, somebody put it in the comments. I'll give you 3, 2, 1, salt. I hope that man is worth his salt. It's where the word salary comes from. Yeah, your salary is a man worth his salt, or woman. But the reality is, salt was more treasured than ruby mines, than gold mines, silver mines, diamond mines, gold mines. If you want to have healthy function, you better make sure your cellular reserves are much overflowing and at peak potential with electrolyte balance from salts, healthy, electrical, impactful salts. Sodium versus salt. Many people use the word interchangeably, but they're different, you see. Sodium is a mineral. Salt is a compound made of sodium and chloride. Well, understanding the difference helps us make informed nutritional choices. If you're buying a chlorinated salt that's been bleached white, that comes in the little umbrella cover with the little girl with the umbrella and a raincoat, that salt would probably kill you because it is a processed chemical-based salt. It is not a salt that we want to be consuming on the regular. If you want a high-quality, dense, rich salt, you've got to go 2,500 meters below the sea. You've got to do the process and make sure that whoever you're buying from goes through the process of sun-drying the salt, not just to the point where salt crystals begin to percolate to the surface, but where the extraction process brings salt into full power. Interesting about salt. Salt in and of itself never changes its shape or its molecular structure. What I mean by that is salt in the crystallized form, like in this picture, versus salt in water dissolves into the water itself. But then if you dry it out, it comes right back into the crystallized form. Pretty rad, right? The same in your body. When a body is cremated, or if we just go to Sodom and Gomorrah, right out of the Bible, since I like reading the Bible a lot, and we study Sodom, and we see that Lot's wife, she was commanded not to look back on Sodom. And when she did, she turned into, somebody put in the comments, a pillar salt. She turned into a pillar of salt. Interesting. So interesting, when a person is cremated, the only thing that's left is maybe some bone fragments, but for the most part, salt and ash. And if you were to separate the ash, the salt would still be there. Wow, that is a fascinating conversation. Table salt and beyond. If you're getting the stuff that has a little girl with the umbrella, it's refined, contains anti-caking agents. It is fortified with fake synthetic minerals, sometimes fortified with iodine to support thyroid function. Of course it is, because we can't get it from our environment because we have demonized this concept of mineral-rich foods, and we have allowed manufactured frankenfoods in. And guys, if you eat make-believe food, the best you can ever have is make-believe health. Wow. Table salt is refined and iodized. Anytime you refine anything and you have to artificially enhance it with minerals or vitamins, fortified B vitamins, for example, in your wheat products, it's garbage. And most of the processed packaged seasonings you're purchasing are synthesized with fake anti-caking agents or refined salts. Less refined salts like sea salt and Himalayan salts contain trace minerals, but the amounts are small, not a major mineral source. And the true truth of it is that if you're consuming a cave salt, a Himalayan cave salt, which is basically great advertising, pink salt, great advertising, doesn't always mean that it's good for you, could genuinely be a salt from Germany, Pakistan, or Poland. Germany, think of Nazi. Poland, think of Napoleon. And when you look at these different types of salts, in Pakistan, think of the Indian culture, you realize you're buying a cave salt that's been highly manufactured, highly processed, and typically isn't water-bound. So the word Himalayan doesn't always lead us in the right way. It's good marketing. What matters most is a salt that comes from 2,500 meters below the sea or from a very rich source of water-based salts that have been impacted by the sun's energy and power. And this is where I really stand and have seen the best results in turning people's healthcare around. Simply put, I've had so many patients stuck, they weren't able to get their minerals to hold, and it came down to salt. I've had people not be able to get through their detox effectively, and it was because of low salts. It was the people that have infections that were robbing their body of many types of minerals, of course, energy and B vitamins, but salt was at the root of deficiency. You see, if you're deficient in nutrients, it'll cause organs to malfunction. And if organs malfunction, the deficiencies continue and they escalate in speed, and then that causes more and more symptoms, more and more dysfunction, more and more deficiency, more and more symptoms, which leads into more and more syndromes, which leads into more and more diagnoses, and you are now lost to the medical system treating you with medication, not with food. Okay? So where do we start? The healthiest choice depends on the overall diet, your nutritional needs, how often you're outside, how much you're sweating. But at the end of the day, I assure you, in America, you're not eating enough salt. You need more salt. And I use a wellness salt at our office. I also have a microbiome salt at our office where it is 2,500 meters below the sea from Hawaii and from Australia. And it is powerful. There are some salt waters. Baja Gold is another one that I like from Mexico, and I'm still a fan of Redmond's, even though they've gotten some, flack lately. But here's the reality: it's still going to be better than the junk that is chlorinated and refined and synthesized. Okay, so we have to look at it, good, better, best, and choose wisely, and look at the labels, and then take a picture of it, put it in AI, and ask AI, hey, where was this manufactured? And you'll be shocked. It'll be a Himalayan salt manufactured in Pakistan, Poland, or Germany. Guess what? Put it back, throw it on the ground, stomp on it, it's no good. Find a salt at my office, justlivewell.com, shop.justlivewell.com. You can get salt, call our office, 281-554-8600, or put salt in the comments and we'll email you how to get our wellness salt. You won't go wrong. I had a lady today, she does 4 quarter teaspoons a day, and she still hovers at 140, 141, and I'm trying to get it up, but she's dealing with Epstein-Barr. She's dealing with an advanced viral infection that is robbing her of nutrients. And I don't treat disease, guys. I support weakness and deficiency in the body, and I watch the body turn on. I watch the body electrically activate, and this is all starting at the baseline. Every morning when I get up, I drink a quarter teaspoon to a half teaspoon of salt, depending on how my workload is looking. If in the middle of the day I'm a little weak and tired, I can boost up just with a little bit of salt. This can travel with you in a little travel salt carrier. You can always have it at restaurants. 2 shakes and pray, baby. 2 shakes and pray. That's how this game works, and that's how I roll. You support good health and you fuel your body right, and your heart will perform better, circulation will be better, neural activity will be better, fluid balance will be better, pH balance will be better, detox is better, salt, salt, salt all around, salt and beyond will take you there. Hydration, if you want good hydration, you see the cells, if you drink all the water and you still feel thirsty, or if you come in and your joints and your muscles and you wake up in the morning, your joints and your muscles are just so tight and you just don't feel like you're getting enough fluids, it's because your salts are off. You see, salt and minerals will allow the cell to hold water in the intracellular space, allowing the cell to be plump, vibrant, electrically active, and communicative with its fellow neighbors. It won't allow zombie cells, old worn out cells that have outlasted their useful life, to make manifest in your body. Your body will wash them out. It'll power wash the funk, the junk, the trash off the tissues. And it won't corrode or oxidize. It'll actually become a protective agent. It will allow your body to perform at a fluid level, kidney level, detox level, at a blood pressure level, at a heart muscle, smooth muscle, or skeletal muscle level, and of course neurological synaptic activity level. Who doesn't want to become a more synaptic vessel, one that has 38 trillion cells working, synergizing together in unity so that you are performing at your best? Oh, come on, man. all the days of your life, fully functional in spirit, mind, and body. Yes, this is something that I want you to speak to your body every day. Lord, thank you that you've given me the ability to plead the blood and to take care of myself. You've given me a brain and you expect me to use it. Thankful that I can use it and that I am using it, and I'm going to keep using it day in and day out. And I'm going to take messages like Dr. Chapa's Wellness Show and I'm going to apply it to my life today. Praise the Lord. There's a good prayer for you. So your cells rely on salt, potassium, magnesium, calcium, iodine, zinc. Wow. Without minerals, your whole system shuts down. These electrolytes essentially work together and build the vessel as I'm describing it, fully functional in spirit, mind, and body. If you want your body to detox well, if you want it to perform well, if you want your brain to work well, if you want your memory, names, numbers, and words and phrases to link together in some way that you make sense, you better make sure that salt at the rudimentary level is in check. And remember, if the Romans guarded it more than silver, gold, and rubies, and if we think that we have been called, according to Jesus, salt to the earth, and how can salt lose its saltiness? It would be no longer. That's why it says that. Salt can't lose its saltiness because it is structured the same way at every juncture. So if it loses its structure, guess what? It's not. It was never really salt. Gosh, this is so cool. Hydration is critical and key. And if we think about like the key factors of life, we know that we have to breathe each and every day. Cellular respiration happens, and you need salt involved in that process too. You need that muscular contraction to get your lungs to expand and contract. You need your diaphragm to pull down to open and close the lungs. You need the musculature of your core system to compress and push on your intestinal system. And then you need the smooth muscle in your intestine to contract and move. So if you're dehydrated, you're in trouble, trouble. But if you don't have electrolytes, if you don't have minerals, if you don't have salts balancing out the game, your soft tissue, smooth muscle systems will begin to malfunction, and you will start having symptom patterns that you were not genetically born with. Oh, what does that mean for you? Suffering, unnecessary suffering. 38 trillion cells screaming for help. You know, some people are saying at this point that there's actually 90 trillion cells in the body. I'm really curious on who's actually even counting. I would really like to know. But at the end of the day, whether it's 38 trillion or 90 trillion, hey, at the end of the day, electrolytes matter, man. Balanced nutrition matters. If you eat make-believe food, you'll get make-believe health. If you want healthy organ systems that will perform for you when they are distressed or when they are challenged, you better make sure that you have electrical balance. Adequate fluid intake matters, but electrical activity and mineral levels at adequate number and quantity matter more. So you do not need to drink 1 liter of water per 50 pounds of body weight, which you've heard me say is important, which I do believe still. If you don't know a number and you're shooting for a number, do 1 liter of water, 32 ounces or a quart of water per 50 pounds of body weight. But if you're getting adequate minerals, which if you're a patient of mine, you bet your bottom dollar you're getting adequate minerals. If you're being compliant even at 70%, you're getting adequate minerals. Why? Because I'm a stickler for it. Without minerals, nothing works. You're dead in the water. You have an engine that won't go. So therefore, you won't pass go and you won't collect $200. You won't get the bang for your buck out of the cell's energy pathways throughout the day. You'll have an energy bottleneck. And you're going to be fatigued. Your mind's going to be sluggish. Your body's going to be achy. Your system's going to be giving off symptoms like high blood pressure or ringing in the ears or tight pressure in the head and skull or tight muscles and joints that throb and swell. Your body needs you to pay attention. Listen to the symptoms and think, am I dehydrated? And if you think, yes, I'm dehydrated, go, am I salty? I like that shirt. Get salty, right? If you're salty, your body is efficient. And I would challenge you. I remember the first time that I realized I was not salty. I started doing the 1/4 teaspoon of salt and I felt a band of pressure around my head. What was that meaning? That was my body calibrating, acclimating to an increased blood flow. And it was fascinating. It happened first 15 to 25 times that I would do the salt. And I thought, wow, this is kind of a cool parlor trick. But what I realized is my body was actually deficient. So wow, I, a professional at this, I found myself deficient. Not that I was having major symptoms. I wasn't having headaches. I wasn't having high blood pressure or anything like that. But if I left it unchecked, which is why we do blood work, it's why we look and investigate, it's why we listen to the body, and we teach you basic practice. 2 shakes and pray. 2 shakes and pray. We avoid the girl with the umbrella. We get 2,500 meters below the sea. We make sure that the salt we're getting is high quality, that's been sun-dried to the nth degree, that gives you those 80, 90, 100 extra trace elements and trace minerals that create balance, that stabilize your electrolytes, that allow function and wellness to actually happen. No longer is it a guessing game. And it could be as simple as this. Everyone should avoid salt. That's the myth. Don't do it. Sodium is essential, but many people consume more than they need in the wrong form that is highly processed that will hurt you. So don't just buy any crappy salt. Again, Germany, Poland, Pakistan. Sorry guys, get off the salt game. And guys, you've got to do some better research because it doesn't say it on the label. America doesn't force labels to be fully disclosing where they come from. You have to do a little market research. Right there in the grocery store. When you go to the store, take the time, research where your salts are coming from. You will be shocked that most of the salts you're buying, even the pink Himalayan ones, are garbage. Marketed to you in the form of a good quality sea salt that is not. It's wanting, it's lacking. It probably really isn't even salt. More salt always improves hydration. The fact is hydration depends on balance of fluids, electrolytes, and other minerals in your body. So it's not simply salt alone, sorry, but it is critical. It is critical. And left to, the devices of just what to do first every day, start your day right to end it right. You've heard me say that a bazillion times. And it starts with water and salt first thing in the morning. That is step one. Yes, there's other things I do in the morning. I do fiber in the morning. I take my vitamins in the morning. I go for a walk in the morning. I take more electrolytes in the morning. And of course, going for a good exercise routine early in the morning, knock it out and get her done. And then to chase all of that back down with more minerals and more nutrients to supply recovery for my body to be the best version of itself it can be, allows me to function well day in and day out and live my best day in and day out, feeling my best and impacting my best every day. Hydration isn't just about drinking more water. I can't say that enough. It's about helping water move into and out of the cell where it goes in and pulls the trash out and it brings nutrients into the cell. Did you know that your joints really don't get good blood flow? They actually get hydrated through movement, and water is critical for that process. If you want a good lymphatic system, you have to move and groove. If the dude don't move, the dude don't groove. Simply put, your blood moves, your tailbone moves, it moves the cerebral spinal fluid, it creates the lymphatic pump, your lymphatics move. When your lymphatics and your blood systems are moving effectively, you're more electrically active just through the sheer friction power of us being active. That process is dependent on electrolytes. It's dependent on balanced nutrition, food, real food, sources that have no label. Always practice eating foods that don't have a label. Healthy kidneys depend on it. Healthy liver depends on it. All your detox pathways, your cells depend on it. And adequate fluid intake does matter. I have too many people coming in and they're literally drinking less than 16 ounces or a bottle of water per day. What is happening out there? Of course you have illness. I've mentioned it in past when I've done water talks, but The Body's Many Cries for Water, a great PDF. Or You're Not Sick, You're Thirsty, a great book on water. And salt, and it will talk about the powers that be of salts. And it is fascinating. The salt history is really a fascinating one. And you just are missing a small drop of salt will take your water intake to the next level, your electrical activity in your cells to the next level, and your body will perform wonderfully well. Drinking enough water is absolutely critical, okay? So that is, believe it or not, the fourth most important thing you can do. I know that sounds weird. Here we are talking about salt and water, and it's number 4 on the list. Well, what's number 1? You know what it is. Come on, it's air. If you don't get good air, you don't get cellular respiration. You don't get mitochondrial activation. You don't get ATP production. ATP is basically cellular money for those that don't know. Good old biology coming back from the mitochondria, which is what? Put it in the comments below. Get our salt, PDF. What is it? What is it? The energy house of the cell, the master energy pump system, the ATP from the mitochondria. But what's number 2? I thought you said, water is number 4. Number 2 is good sleep. Well, you know that you won't be able to sleep well if your salt's low. You can't get your body to go into a subconscious state, into the deep depths of recovery if your salt levels are low and deficient. And how many people today are told that salt is your enemy? To get off the salt, that you can't have salt. It's going to make your kidneys flare up, your blood pressure go up, your ankles swell, and your body hurt, and your health decline. Bullcorn, man. Give me a break of that Kit Kat bar. What? Corn and Kit Kat bars on the Dr. Chapa Wellness Show? I can't believe he's talking about that right now. Well, I am, because it's baloney Mahoney. Look at all these food jokes I'm dropping on you guys. You know laughter is a merry medicine, so if you can't have a little bit of fun, then lighten up. You probably need some salt. Get salty, and your life will change. Yeah, baby. So drinking healthy water is number 4. What is number 3? It's got to be something good. What do you think it is? Any biters? Who's going to go down this rabbit hole with me? Believe it or not, sunshine. It's sunshine. And then number 4 is water. And that is going to also be with the salt. Because you can take salt, throw it in your mouth, and your body will electrify and hold nutrients in place, even if you don't have water. But it could be salt, but I would say water would be number 4, right? And then food, number 5. So eating fresh fruits and vegetables. And I know all you workout buffs, I remember this one trainer got all bent out of shape with me because he was like, you don't believe in exercise. I'm like, what, dude? I say the dude don't move, the dude don't groove. What are you talking about? I'm all about training. I mean, geez, watch some of my videos. The problem was I just wasn't referring to him, so he got his butt hurt. I didn't agree with everything he was talking about. And I felt like, there could be a different way and different approach to helping people that are elderly that I was working with to stay active but not get beat up in the gym. You don't have to go to the gym to be healthy. You could go for a walk, go to the track, go play tennis, go swimming. I mean, there's so many great things. Now, I do agree you should lift heavy things, okay? Even the elderly population. We got to keep you active and keep your back strong, your legs strong, and your system will be strong. But that's number 6. That's number 6. You got to do these other things first. Eating potassium-rich vegetables. Potassium helps fluid balance, okay? Including magnesium-rich foods. Magnesium supports muscle and nerve function. Magnesium helps brain function. One of the probably number 1 mineral deficiencies in our culture is magnesium, and we don't have enough of the right magnesiums anyway, and we're getting it in the form of insoluble magnesium to magnesium oxide, which is just stressing out your gut, and you're not getting that brain de-inflammatory response. You're not getting that muscle conductivity response. See, it's never one thing. I'm sorry, there's no golden nugget. There is no, one truth to walk through that gives you all these resources and tools. You've got to incorporate a full package program, which is why we do online programs. We have online programs. We have also telehealth. We also have in-house visits where we are serving people at the masses, teaching them how to live better, be better, stay better, one bite at a time, baby. Yeah. Replacing fluids appropriately day in and day out. My wife one time goes, Doc, she goes, Aaron, I drank all my water that you recommended today. What's that mean? I said, great, honey. That means you get to do it again tomorrow. She didn't like that. But the reality is I probably could have celebrated a little bit better, but I was being a little bit cantankerous, I suppose. And guess what? she has to get in the habit of drinking more fluids tomorrow. And that's good news. I mean, you've just got to make these habits real. Choosing whole foods more often, walking past the donut, walking past the sugar, walking past the alcohol, saying no to drugs, getting your body eating real food with no label is going to give your body a fighting chance to get the nutrients you need, the organs health they need, and the functional energy and synergizing capacity they need to flow well throughout the day, each and every day. Balanced choices each and every day is what builds good health. Consistency in the saddle builds good health. Stay hydrated and function at your best. It's literally that simple. Listen to your body. People who exercise regularly, work outdoors, sweat often, they essentially have higher demands of minerals and water than other people, especially, believe it or not, even the sedentary people, because again, if you don't hydrate well, if you sedentary and you walk if you sit a lot, sitting's the new smoking. And sitting will cause your body to deteriorate faster than you can shake a stick at. If you have high blood pressure, kidney disease, heart disease, or any medical condition, come talk to me. This is what I want to teach you. I want to show you how you can live better, be better, and live your best day in and day out. It's funny looking at this picture of me because my hands are literally like this as well, down on my armrest here. And I'm thinking, oh, that's kind of weird. I'm looking at like a mirror image. The only thing is I need a blue button-up shirt, and tonight I picked a green one. But your body has a unique awareness of balance. If you listen to the symptoms that your body's giving you, how you sleep, how long does it take you to fall asleep? Do you wake up in the middle of the night to pee? Do you have dreams or nightmares? Do you have headaches during the day? Are your hormones wrecked? Is your thyroid numbers out of balance? Or is your cholesterol high? Is your sodium low? Guess what? We can start you on a wellness program and get you on the right trajectory to better cardiovascular function. Heck, you can take out your phone right now and click that QR code. That QR code is going to give you an opportunity to become stronger each and every day that you participate in the Dr. Chapa way. Ready to learn how nutrition and hydration and good healthy lifestyles work? Hey, scan that QR code, get on the team. Designed to Thrive Masterclass is here, and discover strategies that I use each and every day that you can better your health through good, healthy nutrition, that you can better your health through proper hydration, and that you can better your health through the proper best balance of lifestyle. All this creates a foundation for good health and wellness, which is essentially your life, your health, and your choice. I want to challenge you. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Get weekly education tips and tricks on functional nutrition, metabolic health, hormone balancing, healthy aging, faith and wellness, and follow me because I'm teaching people how to live a better quality life than they ever thought possible. Real faith, real wellness, real answers with Dr. Aaron Chapa. Hey, this is my passion. I hope that you will come and follow us and share our messages with your friends, family, and loved ones. We've got classes live. We got classes online live. We got classes that are recorded on YouTube. You can follow us everywhere. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share, or share the message on all the platforms. Help us get the message of health and wellness into the hands of your fellow family members. Take advantage of your health, your parents' health, your friends and family's health, and your kids' health, and you won't regret it. You're in for a treat when you follow the Dr. Chapa way. Final takeaways, guys. Salt is not the enemy. The goal is to support your body with balanced nutrition, smart hydration, healthy lifestyle practices. When your body, has the nutrients it needs, it functions at its best. It's that simple. And is it as simple as salt? It's a good step in the right direction. You darn right it is. Darn tootin'. Well, learn more in the Designed to Thrive Masterclass. Small changes, big impact. Small changes, that little salt. Shake, shake, and pray, baby. Shake, shake, and pray. And you will support your body for life. You'll fuel your body for life. You'll be ready to build healthier habits. You'll walk past cravings that would normally stop you. You'll be looking at them and say, nope, I got a bigger plan, a bigger purpose, and a bigger God to serve, and more people to impact, and I'm going to choose well, live well, be well through faith, science, and real results day in and day out. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I'm excited that we're doing this thing called Life Together, and I hope that you have had a great time with me. I know that I've had a great time with you, and I just look forward to all the great things that we're going to be doing in the future. So, without further ado, we'll see you next time on the Dr. Chapa Wellness Show at 7 p.m. every Monday night in order to teach you how to live your best, be your best, stay your best day in and day out. So many blessings to you all, and God bless. See you.